Come to beautiful Zamboanga Sur. Welcome come to God's great gift given to men. Share our joys and sorrows, join in the making of a wondrous land. Some will guide us through the bountiful, we love thy whole heart, spirit and soul. We will live for you, we will die for you, here is his arms of one God and soul. Come to beautiful and wondrous Lord, welcome to God's great gift given to man. Share our joys and sorrows, join in the making of a wondrous land. Some will guide us through the bountiful, we love thy whole heart, spirit and soul. We will live for you, we will die for you, here is his arms of one God and soul.
Good afternoon, everyone. We understand how difficult it is to hustle around the internet searching for a good connection to deliver during this ceremony. As we commence this day, we want to ask God to guide us and be with us until we finish these day activities. School year 2020-2021 bring more challenges to us. Pupils, parents, stakeholders, and teachers. We face several negative feedbacks on how education be delivered to the pupils, especially we're using modular learning modalities because of the pandemic. These challenges make us mentor more resilient, find some strategy, kumustahan to deliver a quality education to our learners and their home. For this, I want to take this opportunity to congratulate each and everyone for another successful completion. Your dedication and hard working, you have consistently proved your worth and have that failed in any of the endeavors. Salamat mga ginikanan sa pagsuporta sa inyong mga anak. Tungod sa pandemic, nakita ninyo ang realidad nga kamugayod ang unang magtutudlo sa inyong mga anak o ang mga teachers sekundaryo lamang. Thank you, teachers, for the untiring support. On behalf of entire Malating Elementary School family, I earnestly express gratitude to all the graduates, parents. Wish you all the best in these coming years to come. Mabuhay po tayo.
Daghang salamat sa gayon.
Nga itahas na ko
Itahas na ako
sa atong malating
sa atong malating
elementary school.
elementary school.
Head teacher 3,
Head teacher 3,
Ma'am Evelyn
Ma'am Evelyn
Esrongkilio,
Ronquillo,
sa atong mga teachers
sa atong mga teachers
from kinder
from kinder
to grade 6,
to grade 6,
sa mga ginikanan,
sa mga ginikanan,
sa mga kabataan,
ug
sa bisita.
Maayong adlaw sa tanan.
Mayong adlaw sa tanan.
Ako si Justin Kitty Soronio.
Ako si Justin Kitty Soronio.
Dako kaayong
Nakong kalipay
na ako
ug ang akong mga
classmate
nakahuman
na sa
unang ang sa pag-eskwela.
Isip
representante
sa
kindergarten class 2020-2021. Kamong tanan, akong i-welcome.
Good day to each and everyone who is attending virtually present at this time of our graduation ceremonies for our beloved and very precious graduates for the school year which ends at this time. First of all, I'd like to greet the parents and family members without whose sacrifices, whose reminders, and whose participation in the learning process for our graduates have resulted in this culmination program. This year, your role has changed drastically, where we've always believed that the matter of educating our children rests nearly exclusively on our teachers and our staff. This time, you parents, you family members, you who are in the households of our learners have expanded your role and contributed to this wonderful day wherein finally, our learners are graduating in this culmination exercise. So congratulations, because this year has not been very easy, has not been a picnic for our teachers, for our family members, as well, especially the parents, mothers, fathers, sisters, brothers, and all who have contributed to the achievement of our learners at this time. So, maraming salamat at congratulations, parents and family members. Mas malaki ang role ninyo at this time compared to earlier graduation exercises. Secondly, I would also like to greet our teachers, without whose very careful review and careful supervision of the work of our pupils and our learners, this event would not be taking place at all. And so thank you, teachers. Your role has also expanded. In addition to seeing to it that the modules are faithfully followed, the assignments are correctly implemented, and the learners are truly learning. And you have had to deal with new ways of assessing the performance also of the learners. So congratulations, teachers, for enduring, for your patience, for your love for our learners, and your willingness to engage in a way and methods of teaching which are different from those which are used to. Assessment must have been especially difficult for you, especially since you were not able to see most of the time our students in face-to-face meetings, and most of the meetings, of course, were virtual. We'd also like to thank the local government units for their interest, for their cooperation, and for their continuing contributions to the needs of education, even as our children do not go to school. Your donations of material as well as financial resources at this time are most welcome, and your advice has been taken seriously not only by our teachers, by our school officials, but also by our officials in the Department of Education. We continually talk with local government units, especially in times of disaster, in times of great need for classrooms, for space, and for responses to unforeseen emergencies. Thank you, local government units. But of course, most of the congratulatory greetings fall on the deserving graduate. Each and every one of you is truly special. You are different from the other graduates who have passed through the portals of your school. You went to school practically without seeing your teachers, if at all. You went to school with your parents, your mothers, and your fathers hovering over your shoulders and seeing to it that you are able to complete your assignments. You are completing your studies at a time when examinations and assessments are different. You are culminating these long months of hard work at this time, even as you have to do family chores, even as you are distracted, and even as your world has turned upside down, and it seems and it appears as if we don't know what the future holds and what will happen next. But you have persevered, and now you are ready to graduate. And therefore, you deserve each and every bit of congratulations from us in the Department of Education, from your parents and family members, your teachers, from the officials in local government, as well as in the parent teachers associations. You deserve each and every single congratulatory pat on your back, each hug, virtually, of course, and each greeting, which I am sure you are also receiving virtually. I don't know if you will remember this event many, many years from now. I have tried to recall myself who our graduation speaker was when I finished high school and when I finished my college studies. All I remember is that the graduation speaker was someone important, someone who was invited because that someone is supposed to give a message. What was more important to us graduates at that time was the excitement of the celebrations, the happiness and the joy of our parents, the sadness of parting from our classmates and from our teachers, and the enjoyment of all the graduation events that usually take place come commencement day. When I was a college student, we had a series of events which were designed to embed in our minds, which were designed to help us remember and not forget our days in college. We would spend one whole day going around the campus, visiting the classrooms, saying goodbye to our teachers, and sharing memories. We would have bonfires to say goodbye to each other. We had baccalaureate services where we committed ourselves to God and we prayed for guidance when we go out into the world. So many celebrations, and the speaker, of course, is the least important and easily forgotten component of the graduation exercise. Nonetheless, I will exert all efforts to share with you what I see are things or issues which a graduate should remember and recall. I have said that you are very special. You are very different. You are pioneering. There has been no other class like your class. There has been no other graduate like you as a graduating student because you are the very first graduate of the blended learning response to education in the Philippines. And so you ask yourself, what awaits you in the world outside? You can either work because the kind of curriculum you survived and underwent as a student will enable you to go to work if you wish to go to work. Some of you will proceed to further studies, and this would be a wonderful thing because there are many opportunities for further expanding your knowledge, for further answering and looking for explanations of issues, events that make you curious, especially in science, in technology, and also in the arts. So you can work, you can go to further studies, and perhaps some of you will settle down, hopefully not too soon, so you can pursue what you really want to do. So today, this is why we call this exercise a commencement exercise. It's not the end of our studies. It's not the end of all our efforts with blended learning, with modules, with floods, with earthquakes, and of course with COVID. It's a commencement of doors opening to you. More doors will be opened because you are a graduate. You can work, you can proceed for further studies, you can help your parents, and you can perhaps look for opportunities to do what you have always wanted to do, whether at work, whether at advanced studies, whether at learning more in science and technology, in mathematics, and in the arts. All of these opportunities are available to you. More doors are being opened. I hope you will select the door which arouses your curiosity, the door which will help you know more about this world, and the door which will allow you to contribute to the development of our country and contribute whatever we can to solve our problems and our challenges. Congratulations once more to each and every one of you. Congratulations to you, parents and family members. Congratulations to you, teachers. When I was chair of the board of Silliman University, Each time we had graduation ceremonies, during the baccalaureate and during commencement itself, I would cry. I would cry because you are sending out into the world a new batch of graduates, and we want to be sure that what is awaiting them is appropriate. We want to be sure that they are ready for what awaits them when they select which door to open. And so, we tell you, go out to the world, do whatever you want to do. God be with you, and be assured that all of us love each and every one of you.
As a school head of Balating Elementary School, I, Evelyn Isrontelio, proudly present to the DepEd representative, Dr. Lisa V. Ligaria, the RN2 principal in charge of the district, the 19 pupils candidates for moving up this school year 2020-21, to whom 9 boys and 10 girls.
By virtue of the power vested in me as the principal in charge of the district of Ramon Magsaysay II District, and upon the recommendation of the school principal, I, Lisa V. Ligaria, have the honor to recommend these candidates for graduation and completion of this district to the school's division superintendent, Dr. Maharani M. Jacinto CISO 6, for confirmation. They have satisfactorily completed all the requirements prescribed by the K-12 basic education curriculum and are found worthy to be confirmed as graduates and completers of Ramon Magsaysay II District for the school year 2020-2021.
By the power vested upon me by the Department of Education as the officer in charge, Office of the Schools Division Superintendent of DepEd Schools Division of Zamboanga del Sur, and as presented by the school principal and recommended by the Public Schools District Supervisor, that these candidates for moving up have satisfactorily complied the requirements of the Enhanced Basic Education Curriculum for kindergarten as prescribed by the Department of Education. I now confirm you completers of school year 2020-2021. Congratulations!
Birion GVC, son of Mr. and Mrs. Birion. Bicaldo Boy M, grandson of Mr. and Mrs. Bicaldo. Bicaldo Joel N, grandson of Mr. and Mrs. Bicaldo. Celestial Eric, son of Mr. and Mrs. Celestial. Quadra DJB, son of Mr. and Mrs. Quadra. Desierdo Mar B, son of Mr. and Mrs. Desierdo. Gumilid Jan GV M, son of Mr. and Mrs. Gumilid. Likin Earl Yu, son of Mr. and Mrs. Likin. Ripolidon Rizaldi M, son of Mr. and Mrs. Ripolidon. Quizon Janeline G, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Romeo Quizon. Galyamaso Rainia Jade B, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Nilson Galyamaso. Indino Althea Gwyn R, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Indino. Hudilia Kyle V, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Hudilia. Lumaghan Jaisel May A, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Lumaghan. With honors, Perez Natalie Nina C, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Perez. With honors, Soronio Justin Kate T., daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Junri Soronio. Soronio Zairel Rose V., daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Joey Soronio. Tigoy Princess May Y., daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Arden Tigoy. Villarijo Mardi T., daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Jandy and Marisa Villarijo.
Good day! As a guest speaker of the school year 2020-2021, I will be giving you an inspiring message. Thank you for this opportunity. To the Department of Education as my family and partner in life, thank you everybody. You are all in my heart. I'm Isabel Gabotero Upamin, married to Ronil Upamin, and have 3 siblings. I'm the 6th daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Gaudencio and Josefa Gabotero. I graduated my elementary here in Malating Elementary School. I will not forget my elementary years, where there I first learned how to write, count, and read as my first step of challenges. I studied my high school days in Commonwealth National High School with the help of Mr. and Mrs. Evelyn and Edgar Manigos family as a hard-working student. I finished my college years in Misamis University, Osamis City with a degree of Bachelor of Elementary Education with the help of the Kabaitan family who in all way they give all their support financially. Thank you for these families. When I was there, I was so sad for I miss my family for it is my first time that I was far from them. But I sacrificed all of this for I am fighting for the success of my future life. And I did it with the help of our Almighty God. I just want to share to each one of you, completers, graduates, the steps of how you are going to have a successful life. First, you have to set a goal. Like a game, you have to win for it. But if you will lose, stand up, don't surrender, and go for it. My goal at that time is to sacrifice all my loved ones, my family, to be not with them. I'm away from them for how many years? Second, you have to be faithful, especially for those who financially supported with you all of the endeavors, all the time. Third, don't waste time. Focus on your study. As the saying goes, do not wait for tomorrow what you can do for today. Listen and obey, especially to our teacher, guardian, and parents, for they are giving you learnings and helpful advice. Huwag ninyong kalimutan na magpasalamat sa inyong mga magulang, guardians, at mga guro. Lastly, always ask guidance and pray to God. Do good deeds always and follow your dreams. Do not put yourself into laziness. Work hard and make a difference in the world. With our theme, kalidad ng edukasyon lalong patatagin sa gitna ng pandemya. This is our most challenging time of what we are facing right now, the pandemic. So don't stop learning. Let's find ways and go for the victory or success. Put in your mind that poverty is not the hindrance to success. Ang kapobrehon dili jud nato maoy ihimong hinungdan nga dili magmalampuson ang atong gipangandoy. Once again, susulitin ko na ang pagkakataong ito ang magpasalamat sa lahat ng tumutulong sa akin bilang isang very successful and blessed kinder teacher. It's my precious gift that God has given to me. First and foremost, to our very powerful Almighty God in heaven. Hindi talaga niya tayo pinapababayaan. Sa aking mga magulang, Mama Sipa, thank you ma for being your daughter. I love you very much. Without you, I'm not here today. Ug sa akong papa in heaven, since first year high school pa lang ako, iniwan na niya kaming siyam nga magkakapatid sa kamay ng aming ina. I know pa that you're still watching and guarding with us. To all who support me, especially mention to Manigos family and Mama Inday, Adoracion Kabaitan and family, thank you very much for the love, advice, and all financial support during my high school and college days of schooling. Ang Ginoo ra jud magabalos kaninyong tanan. To my 3 lovely siblings and husband, thank you for always there for me, especially up to the present. To all my family, brothers, sisters, neighbors, friends, relatives, teachers, mga kabataan, laging tandaan, mga gumagraduates at completers sa batch 2020-2021, sipag at tiyaga lang tungo sa kinabukasan. Once again, mabuhay po tayong lahat. Good luck! God bless everyone. Congratulations. Thank you.
Okay, may punto sa tanan. Labi na sa atong aktibo kaayo nga principal, Mrs. Evelyn Ronquillo, mga magtutudlo, mga ginikanan, o mga kabataan. Kung po, may punto sa tanan. Unang-una, makasalamaton ako. So, Ginoo, kahit gayon nga iyang gihatag sa nato. Bisan na nakita karon sa pandemya, nahimo gihapon nato ang pagkatigom through virtual. Bisan sa kalisod karon, andam gihapon ang mga magtutudlo, pagsakripisyo, alang sa kayuhan sa atong mga kabataan. So today is our 55th graduation ceremony in the school year 2020-2021 ubang sa tema atong pag-usahan karon nga nagaingon, strengthening the quality of education amidst the COVID-19. Kini nga tema nagpasabot kini na bisan kaliwala sa atong kalisod sa atong hintang karon, doon na gyapon kita usog, kaligon, o kalidaan sa atong pagpaedukar sa atong mga kabataan. Usa, itang mga ginikanan, ato usab ipakita nila nga kita usab usa ka maayon ehemplo sa atong mga anak nga aron ang atong mga anak magatubo nga maayong kapag-ingnan sa uban. So, salamat kayo, dili na lang nako as-on, pusbon ko, maayong udto.